Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 70 of FTB Interactions, where today I'm looking at doing stuff and things. I'm kind of peeking at what's next. So we broke into EV tier last episode when we got a bunch of titanium going, and we've got titanium being kept in stock. And right now I'm looking for a chemical bath. Do I have like a high-ish tier chemical bath? I don't even know. Advanced chemical reactor. Oh yeah, we do. Hooray! Cool. Hey, go in there, bucket of gelid cryothium. Guess what Dire's making today? A new chicken! Hooray! So I started poking around at like what's next, right? Like what's our deal at this moment? Now that should start cooking up. That'll take care of a gassy chicken for me. So EV tier has cables like all others, Enderium cables that will have no loss per block. So if we want perfect cables, we're going to need to automate Enderium. That's what I'm looking at doing today, so that we can then break into the EV tier of things, right? So Enderium cables, pretty straightforward. Needs Enderium wire through the wire mill. Enderium ingots come from hot Enderium ingots. So we have to run them through the vacuum freezer upstairs. Not a problem. Hot Enderium ingots come from the HV tiered blast furnace at 2500 Kelvin, which we've got no problem. Needs Enderium dust and pyrotheum dust and helium. So the thing I'm working on at this moment is the way to make helium. So taking a peek here, we've got we can throw noble gases through a centrifuge, and that'll get me quite a few gases. It's given me carbon dioxide, helium, methane, and deuterium. Helium is going to be gotten from that. Because noble gases are made from, you guessed it, a gassy enriched egg. We'll get some nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and a, wow, really tiny bit of noble gases, huh? That's a stupidly small amount of noble gases. Luckily, it burns through them very quickly. So at MV tier, it's half a second to process it. So that's not terrible. The other option for noble gases is we get 1 bucket per liquid air, which would take 74 seconds. So that sounds far worse. Far worse. So I guess this will work. We just might want to go a little bit, you know, crazy by way of breeding this guy up to a 10-10-10 for sure. So let's get some, you know, good chickens in there. Do the tick acceleration thing. And let's be prepared to have more seeds. I should have some. Hooray! We have exactly 1 stack of seeds. Well, that's a number, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely a number. Hey, look, another gassy chicken. Hooray, we completed. So now we just need to, you know, tech this guy up to 10-10-10. And then we'll look at how many gassy eggs it makes per operation. And hopefully, we can make this thing worthwhile. And that'll get us access to helium, which will be used for our Enderium. So we're going to want to set up the whole noble gases production line, probably. Should be fine. Should be fine. Just need to figure out exactly how I want to do it. Yeah, I'm thinking it through right now as we speak. So let's move you there, and let's move you there, and that should be good. And now you're going to breed a little bit faster. I'll come back in a second once this is done, and I figure out what my plan is. And there we go. 10-10-10 chickens. Hooray! Do love me some good chickens. Let's go ahead and keep 2 of these guys at bay. Ready to go. Just in case I need more of them. Because you never know. You never know. What was this guy again? He does something I don't really understand. Okay, cool. And then plastic chickens. You know, I never did make these guys. I don't think I really ever got them going. What do they turn into? Oh, that's cool. Oh, no, wait. I do have plastic chickens, don't I? Okay. That's cool. Yeah, because I made them for polymer clay. That's right. I do have them going. Fluix chickens, astral chickens, and now gassy chickens, and also the XP chickens. Nice. I don't think we need all these astral enriched eggs anymore, right? I can probably just, you know, trash can those bad boys. Yeah, why not? All right, real quick, let's get a roost going so that we can get this chicken doing its thing. Please. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and then the 5. Perfect. So now we can get that guy cooking. Now, the gassy chickens will produce the gassy enriched egg. So we're going to want a centrifuge. Let's get an HV tier centrifuge. Does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair. HV centrifuge. Yeah. All right, and I'll be back when this is done crafting. All right, all set. And then we're also going to need some signalum cables and stuff. So let's go get this set up downstairs. I'm going to request 10 of you, and it'll craft a handful more. And I think I still was doubling up some of my signalum cables underneath that existing line I have, so I should go in the water and dig up what I don't need down there. All right, all tidied up. Now, the problem is that I've really filled up this line, haven't I? So I'm thinking, do I want to like just have another HV line that runs over here? That might be doable. It seems a little bit counter to what my plans were, because I was going to have this be the EV line. But HV really might wind up being like one of the primary tiers that I stick with, because like the resources ain't bad on it. Like titanium's a lot, right? Like we don't want to just go crazy on EV. We really only want to do EV when we need to, at least for now, while we're not like super high on titanium. So I'm thinking HV might where like a lot of my stuff winds up sticking, right? So if we had a 2-block wide gap here and then started running, you know, something like that, that might not be terrible. And then we could just, oh, that's not what I wanted. You. And then my turbo centrifuge could go here, and that could be cool. Now here's the deal with the turbo centrifuge, right? He's gonna make noble gases from the gaseous eggs. He's also gonna make nitrogen and argon. Do I have nitrogen going on yet? Is that one of the, am I getting that from my air centrifuge dude up here? I am getting nitrogen. All right, cool. So nitrogen we don't have to worry about. I might want to upgrade kit that thing, right? Let's get some kits going. Request, request. Not a terrible idea. Oh, good. My signalum's coming in. Sweet. Taking its sweet time, but it's getting there. And then what we probably want to look at doing then, so if we don't care about nitrogen, right, from the centrifuge, we don't care about oxygen, we've got that in multiple places. How about argon? Do we care about argon? I'm thinking yeah, right? I'm thinking yeah. That's going to be used for stuff. Oh yeah, it's going to be used for some big stuff. It's going to be used for some big stuff. Wow. Okay, good to know. So argon's going to be important. So what I'm thinking is, we capture the noble gases in the argon from the gassy-enriched egg in tanks, and we void the other two. Does that sound fair? And we could do that with some fluid filters and whatnot. That might be a smart move. I kind of like that move. All right, so let's get some fluid conduits. Now, out of curiosity, these fluid conduits, is this something I can Ender Alloy Enhanced? Okay, and then the pressurized fluid conduits are just fused quartz. So these are doable with our current setup. Ender Alloy Enhanced is just an Ender Pearl and a Rose Gold. Not terrible. Not terrible. I should look into making more of these Ender Fluid conduits, because I think we're going to need them. So let's come over to here, and we will teach that guy that Ender Ingot, wasn't that what it was called? Ender Alloy. Right? Ender Alloy, basic, enhanced, or advanced. Oh, that's a new thing. Enhanced Ender Alloy. Didn't even notice that as part of the name. Needs an Ender Pearl and a Rose Gold. Right? Ender Pearl and Rose Gold. Now, somebody refresh my memory. Did I ever teach the thing how to make the thing? I have no idea. I really don't know. Do we know how to make Rose Gold? I know we've made it once or twice, but I don't think so. So how do we make Rose Gold? That was in a blast furnace, Rose Gold dust. And that's just 4 gold dust and a copper dust. Oh, that's not terrible. All right. So let's come down here. I want to teach a few things to this guy in the basement. Okay. So we're going to want the Rose Gold dust down here. Import that guy. And then also while we're here, let's teach you the Ender Fluid conduits, which is this. Import. And then you probably also need to know how to make this. Import. Cool. That should be good. Fused quartz, which I'm pretty sure we've got fused quartz taught up here, don't I? I mean, we have some. No, we don't actually have you taught yet, but that's all right. We'll teach it. Yeah, fused quartz is just, ooh, oxygen, huh? That's not terrible. MB tier, 5 seconds. Graphite dust and 4 nether quartz dust. All right, that's not bad though. It's not bad at all. All right, cool. I'm gonna get these things crafted. Well, how do we want to do this? Let's teach it the rose gold. You're probably getting fullish, aren't you? I think you are full. Yeah, and the problem with this guy being full, by the way, is that I really can't use a crafting manager, mostly because, now what I could do is get another chassis pipe. Yeah, let's do that. Chassis pipe. So what we could do is, oh right, and I forgot an unrouted logistics pipe. Dyer, please. Let's have some basic pipes on us too for this. Right? So what we could do is just, this is another import bus, or that's the output bus. Right, that's what we want, right? So we put this guy here, okay, cool. And now we have another set of, you know, inputs. And technically I could put one here as well if I really wanted to. But we'll get to that. So this is just Dyer not making as many things as he's supposed to, right? Because them's the breaks. Everybody's like, Dyer, why don't you just make more of them? And I'm like, well, I'll get to it eventually. Cool. So now we can drop this dude in here, and we can say that rose gold, right, which is this guy, is a blast furnace with rose gold dust. And remember to use your blast furnace too. Rose gold dust turns into rose gold ingots. Easy peasy. And then while we're here, let's get the quartz glass. And that's going to be, right, fused quartz, actually. I think we get 2 of them per operation. Was that right? So 2 fused quartz is 100 millibuckets of oxygen. I do love being able to do this. This is like the biggest deal ever, right? Just like regular straight up oxygen from Mekanism. I guess that's the right one to use. Okay. Didn't that look like a bucket a second ago, or am I crazy? And then Blasto 2, 100 millibuckets, right? And then 1 graphite dust and 4 nether quartz dust. So graphite dust, that's graphene dust. And was it nether quartz dust that we needed? Yes, nether quartz dust times 4. Cool. All right, good deal. So now that we know how to make those things, that'll be good for the rose gold thing. That's covered. Perfect. All right, so then down here, what we're gonna want, let's get 2 tanks and a trash can. I think that's going to be a good time. In fact, because we should prepare for... So first off, making the noble gas, we're going to void the oxygen and nitrogen. We're going to save the argon and noble gas. But we're also going to be centrifuging noble gases, and that we're going to get carbon dioxide, helium, methane, and deuterium, which I'm sure I'm going to need to save, right? Like, very yes? I think so. And this guy should also be an HV centrifuge, so let's get another one of them going to be prepared for that guy. So I'll kick off the craft of that, and then we'll also want some tanks. Let's get like, I don't know, 4-ish. Does that sound good? How much of this are we gonna want? Do we want carbon dioxide? I don't know. Probably not. I don't see a super need for it. I mean, I might want it at some point, but we could start voiding it now, and if we ever need it, then we can just be like, oh right, we have it. Yeah, I'll take that as the way to go. All right, so we'll want the helium. Do we want methane? What's that going to be used for? That'll get me that. It can also be used to get me some other stuff. Methane and chlorine gets some stuff. Am I already doing methane? Why do I feel like I'm doing methane already? Because I am. Hooray, we don't need methane. We have unlimited methane. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. I love it when I don't need to keep things. I get to void them. So let's do the helium and the deuterium. Does that sound cool? So that'll be 4 tanks in total then. Is that fair? I think that's fair. So let's craft this guy real quick since most of the stuff is here, I think. You're still waiting on those things. Those things are always slow. They just take a sec. Come on, you can make it. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do 4 tanks. Okay, I'll be back when that's crafting done. All right, so I made myself some filters. I made myself a trash can. I got another, etc., etc. Let's do the thing. All right, so let's put our centrifuge here. And I'm debating, do I want the pump? I might want the pump. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll pump the noble gases. So yeah, let's get a couple pumps. I made a few extras, remember. That should be cool, and a screwdriver might be nice to have as well. What I'm going to do is put this stuff away for the time being, because I don't think I need this at the moment. But we should have... Do we have fluid providers? We have a few. Let's kick off a few of them. Fluid provider pipes? Give me like 4 or 5 of those dudes, too. Alright, the pumps, and the extra signalum cabling. So what I'll do is we'll have the gassy chicken here, right? We'll stick the pump on this side. And I should make one of those filters for the pumps, I forgot. Yeah, let's get that. So that would be a smart fluid filter dude. Give me that stuff, which shouldn't be a hard craft. It should take like 2 seconds to make. There we go. So we will filter this guy to only pump out... Well, actually, you're making noble gases from the chicken, aren't you? Yeah, but you're making other things, right? So yeah, we definitely want the noble gases filter. There you go. Whitelist noble gases. So now what I'll probably wind up doing is... Should I put our chicken right there, or should we do the whole pipe thing? Like, part of me wants to just put the chicken there. And forget the whole piping thing. Might be easier. Right? I don't know if we'll need, just get a bunch of them. I don't know if we'll need speed extraction upgrades for this. I don't think so. It might not be a bad idea, though. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But if I just put this dude here, and then the roost right on top of it, that'll be a good way to get the noble gases thing going. Is there a mob drowning under there or what? I heard something, didn't I? Alright, so then you, on the up, will be extract always active, and on the down will not be extract, but instead insert. Sweet. Yeah, so I don't think we need any kind of speed upgrades. I think that'll be sufficient. Don't you... There it is. The nitrogen, the oxygen, and the argon. Right. So let's get... We're going to basically do this, 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 and this. Okay? So what we'll probably want here... And then let's have a trash can here. I like this plan, right? And then you can go there... So you are going to here be an insert argon. Okay. So on the down will be, actually no, insert extract, not insert. And then you should be getting insert whitelist filter argon. And you should probably have an insert filter that blacklists argon. Yeah, probably. For now. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, that works. That works. Now, in reality, what I'd like to do is a priority 5 here and then not blacklist argon. That should work, I think. But we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. I mean, it seems to be working, so that should be good. Okay, cool. So then noble gases are going into here, right? Nice and quickly. So you're making all the chickeny things. Good. Let's get the filters going for these guys real quick now. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Let's just turn off inserts for a sec. If I break you with a pickaxe, do you reset your contents? I always forget. Oh, also you guys should not be connecting. So that's probably not helpful either. Yeah, it looks like the answer is no, by the way. Let's just disconnect this guy. All right, let me clear these out somehow. All right, nice and cleaned up. Sweet. All right, let's try that again this time now. Hopefully you're not gonna start inserting stuff. Nice. All right, so you're going to accept, so we know we need this guy. Technically, I think I only need 3 of these in total, right? We'll find out though. So we don't need carbon dioxide. We want helium and deuterium, right? Yeah. Now the problem is how am I going to make you a provider pipe? Yeah, that might be a little tricky. So in fact, what I might do, well, because I need to make provider pipes available to these guys too. That's going to be a little tricky. Could run them underneath. Yeah, I could do that. Could do that. What if we did something like this? I kind of like this. So on the up here, we'll do the insert. Not an empty blacklist. Wrong insert. Argon. Cool. And then you on the up will be an insert. And we'll make these higher priorities too. Okay. But on the up there, you will have the whitelist of helium. Cool. And then you will have a priority 5 whitelist of not helium, but deuterium, which we might wind up needing at some point, I presume. Right? So then on the west here, you can go back to extracting always active. And then here will be an insert of low priority. So then what should be happening is oxygen is being voided and argon is being done there. Cool. And then once this fills up, argon will be voided. I like that look. That seems pretty solid. Now you are getting to the point where you might have some noble gases soon. Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. Yay! Quest complete, gassy chicken. So you needed like 30 something? But in theory, if I just set you on the west to extract always active, he should behave himself, right? Because now we've got a filter on you for helium and deuterium, and then we can put the provider pipes on top. And that's all she wrote, right? That should be easy. Should be real easy. I like that plan. Man, it's fast. It really is fast. I just want the first iteration to go. So the first set of noble gases to, I think it's like 39 buckets or something like that, isn't it? 34. So we're getting close. It's definitely like slowish, but it's not the end of the world slowish. So this 34 should tick over now, and then he should start processing. And then what we should see is hydrogen and helium and deuterium. Perfect. Helium and then deuterium. Beautiful. That's cool. All right. Fully automated that stuff. Now we just want our provider pipes for fluids, and everybody's a winner. So put this guy here. We'll get our unrouted and basics just in case. And maybe the best way, logistics fluid provider, would be something like this. Yeah. And I'll put you there since you're a basic pipe. And that routes everything good. Nice. All right, cool. That looks good, right? All right, now that we've got some helium available to us, we can look at making hot Enderium. Or that sound cool? Yeah, I hope so, because that's what we're doing. So then over here, we're going to say that hot Enderium ingots, right? Hot Enderium ingots. Two of those are made with 2 Enderium dust and a Pyrotheum dust. Okay, and then also we need the helium. We need 100 millibuckets of helium, which ain't bad. And I should have done this as Blasto too, so let me clear these out and fix that. So helium, 100 buckets, 100 millibuckets. 100 buckets would be a little ridiculous. And then blazing pyrotheum, right? So 2 of these, 1 blazing, or 1 pyrotheum dust, 1 Enderium, 2 Enderium dusts. Cool. All right, that's not bad. Okay, blast 2 and blast 2. Perfect. And then we should come up here and teach the crafting module here is that a cool Enderium comes from a hot Enderium. Okie dokie. So now if I want Enderium ingots, right? 229 millibuckets of brine and 2 Enderium dust. Really? Are you really that low on brine? Wow, you really are that low on brine. You are still cruising up the brine, ain't you? Yeah. He just going a little bit crazy. Doing his brine thing. We are backstuffing a lot of salt water, though, in fairness. So pretty soon, I feel like we're going to get to the point where we have, you know, enough going on here. Because we're pretty well backstuffed if you look at this whole system. So soon, our brine should be backed up nicely. Soon-ish. Does this work? I never even tested this. Okay, cool. Yeah. And what else were we missing, by the way? 2 Enderium dust, which we should teach this thing how to make. So that looks like, does it have to be a pulverizer of Resonant Ender? Or a mixer? It looks like yes. It looks like that's your best bet. Yeah. So 1 Resonant Ender. So let's clear out a lot of these things that we don't need no mores. And we'll say that the Resonant Ender is probably just an extractor of 4 ender pearls in an extractor, and then a mixer. Now, I know I've got an HV mixer around here, but are you next to an extractor? Mixer with a fluid extractor adjacent to it. Beautiful. This will be the perfect place to put this. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 4 ender pearls into the HV extract 2, which is this guy. Cool. And then we're also going to want 3 lead dust and a platinum dust. Now, I don't know if we've gotten platinum yet. Platinum dust. Okay. And that will make 4 Enderium dust? 2 Enderium dust. Wow. So now I think it's our job. So that's got that trained, right? Now, I may or may not be able to do this, but let's find out. Enderium ingot request. So we need 3 lead dust and a platinum dust. So I want to teach at least that part of it over here to the... I know I've got a macerator around here somewhere. There he is. So you need to know how to make both lead and platinum. Right? So you will be lead ingot becomes lead dust. And you will become platinum ingot makes platinum dust. Now, my suspicion is I don't have platinum ingots, right? So that's going to be a thing. Yeah, platinum ingots is my problem at this point. So how do we get platinum? That's a new one for me. Platinum dust. So does platinum, like, exist on a planet somewhere, or what? Generally speaking, if it exists on a planet somewhere, he's going to show it to me as a, like, quest. I wonder if my quest book will tell me about platinum. I did get the gassy chicken, which is cool. Hey, buddy. Haha, gassy enriched eggs. Because I need more of those. You just made an infinite supply of something. Here's a quest reward of that exact item. Thanks? I guess. So I have no idea how I got this circuit, so hopefully I don't need it. We'll find out. So yeah, let's check out the quest line for this guy. Enderium cable. No hints at all in terms of platinum. No hints at all in terms of platinum. Let's see here. So we can smelt platinum dust. Yeah. Iridium gets me platinum, or platinum ore itself. Let's see. So iridium or nickel? Really? Nickel? Nickel has platinum in it? Why, yes it does. Okay, today we learned. So if I have some nickel ore, I can get platinum from that. Do we have nickel? Pentatolite, glanurite. We have a little tiny, eensy weensy, tiniest bit in the world of nickel. I mean, obviously we could go get more. That's a thing we could totally do. Speaking of my ore processing, I haven't even checked in on you guys in forever. Hey, look at all the stuff we've got. Yay. That's cool. Are you still just doing that? Wow, you are still just doing that. You are just making more and more magnesium dust for me. Alright, let's throw some nickel in here and see what happens. This will get us a little bit of platinum, and then I'll have to investigate if there's, like, another source of platinum. Effectively, right? That's what we're gonna have to do. Maybe I just want to do a little bit of that. Just to clear through this backlog of magnesite. And, ooh, stibnite. Yay, fun times. So I think once you're all cleared out and we get some more water in you, yeah, that'll start cooking. Nice. Okay. All right, processing my nickel. Hooray. That seems cool. These guys are cooking. Hey, platinum dust. Yay. Sweet. All right, good times. So I should probably add platinum dust to this dude's filter, right? Tiny pile of platinum dust. Looking good. You've got a little bit of magnesium dust left that I can probably void. I occasionally just come in here and clean out like the one little tiny pile that's left, and that's not a big deal. Cobalt, we don't need that one on either. Now, hopefully you're behaving. Sweet. All right, platinum dust. A little tiny bit, but better than nothing. That means that we now have access to Enderium, though, right? Because if we look at that, we can see that we can now get... Hooray! 6 Enderium. Awesome. Let's just make sure everything behaves, which it should. It should. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. Right? Pretty sure we'll be good here. So you should be getting your helium. Good. 300 helium. Perfect. And then you're getting your Enderium dust from over here. Right? Nice. Looking good. Looking good. A bucket's worth of Ender Pearl stuff. Nice. And remember, we have that Enderman deep mob learning thing. So we're not too concerned with getting enough Ender Pearls, right? So I think that should be fine. All right, nice. That's awesome. We now have access to Enderium ingots, which is pretty cool. That'll give us access to resonant upgrade kits and all the Enderium tool stuff from Thermal, which is awesome, and probably a handful of other things that'll be really useful to have as well. So I'm calling that a pretty successful episode. Knocking out Enderium, getting the cabling ready, getting EV cables that'll be lossless. That's cool. Let's look at what our next tasks are then. So to get through the space race area, create the warp core on your space station. Feed it with dilithium crystals and use the warp controller to travel to faraway galaxies. Important! Make sure you convert your GregTech titanium blocks to advanced rocketry variants by shape crafting them in an empty crafting grid. Okay, cool. So, do we have access to this yet? I guess so. I don't know where we get dilithium crystals from. But a warp controller doesn't look terrible. I think we can make most of that. Input hatch, not terrible. Gold, machine structure, blocks of titanium, and warp cores. Cool. Warp core also needs titanium, but not anything else that looks too terrible, right? And hey, we got 7 blocks of titanium as a reward, so that's nice. We'll also get CO2 scrubbers and oxygen vents. Ooh, oxygenating my space station? I mean, do I care? I've got the airtight seal enchant on my armor now, right? So it's like, do I even care about that? Now, where do I get dilithium crystals from? We'll need some liquid starlight and dilithium dust, which needs dilithium ore, which is no surprise, right? Now, we can turn lithium plus fluorine into dilithium dust. Okay. That's a thing. Is there a quest line for that? You would think that there is. Because usually you find it on the moon, right? You find dilithium. But I'm not seeing that listed here. So I'm thinking we might need to learn how to make dilithium dust. Dilithium ore? Maybe that's not found. I'm not seeing a quest for it, so that's making me a little nervous. But chemical reactor at MB tier with fluorine and lithium. I know we have lots of lithium. We just might need that fluorine, which comes from... Oh, there's a fluorine-enriched eggs. Do we have those? Do we have fluorine chickens? I feel like we might. Plastic, mineral, learning, fluix, fluorine. Yes, we actually do have fluorine-enriched eggs. That's cool. So we can, relatively easily speaking, get ourselves dilithium dust then? Yeah, it's literally just lithium dust and fluorine, and I'm pretty sure we have tons of lithium, don't we? Yeah, I mean, tons is an overstatement, but we have a lot of lithium. 741, 11 stacks of lithium. It's definitely a lot. It's not 4096, but it's a lot. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We will come back next time. Are you actually behaving or what? Like, what's your deal, buddy? You should be behaving. You look like you're stuck for some reason, and that's making me a little nervous. Yeah, you should be happy. I'll have to investigate. Yeah, too hot Enderium. You totally did the thing. Did we get the cold Enderium? We've got 6 hot Enderium. Why did you not behave yourself? I think I have an idea as to why you didn't behave yourself. Did you... crafting cleanup upgrade be a problem? Because I'm pretty sure I only whitelisted magnesium chloride. Right? I think so. And I hope... I get the impression that my crafting cleanup upgrade sucked out the hot Enderium, and that's a bad time. That could be a bad time. Or you know what it might be? It might have been that this guy auto-ejected. Yeah, I bet that's it. If I rotate you like that, that'll probably solve the problem. I think that's the same issue that we had upstairs with the blast furnace. I think Greg Tech multi-blocks like that by default auto-eject, so I could either put a chest there if I wanted to, or I'd rotate it like I just did. So that's not going to be too big of an issue. We've actually got our hot Enderium. So what I'll do is I'll just manually take care of that, and then when I close the game, it'll... Yeah, I know it's hot. I know! It's hot! I was there for it. Alright, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. For now, take it easy!